Hello, 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 YouTube. So this is our live version of me making my oatmeal and honey soap. Lately, I've been selling a lot of my unscented bars and my the Simply collection too, everything that's made with essential oils and natural colorants. So I decided to go live today for the most easiest bar possible, of course. So I got my plant-based oils all warmed up and cooled down in the right temperature. I got my lye water solution right here to my left. So right now I am about to put in my kaolin clay. I'm going to put in my colloidal oats, which is like oatmeal ground up real fine, pretty much into flour, and also the honey. And for my future soap makers out there, if you would love for me to put the recipe in a description, just please put it in the comments and I'll put the soap recipe in the description. So right now I am doing 1/16 teaspoon of kaolin clay and 4 tablespoons of colloidal oats. But we're gonna have to mix that in first before I put my honey in. Now my honey is raw honey and I got it locally. And the trick to it, which I found out, is to mix it with distilled water first so it could evenly distribute, so it won't cause any honey pockets, like pretty much little sweet spots whenever the soap is cured. Okay, now that the oats and the kaolin clay is incorporated, so I'm going to go ahead and add in my honey and the distilled water. I have to make sure that it's all mixed up, because sometimes honey, if it sits for a long time, it starts to crystallize, and these crystals, it's not but sugar, but you got to make sure that it's fully dissolved, because like I say, you don't leave any honey pockets. If you are noticing, guys, that I really mix all this stuff together, there is no quick mixing, because I want to make sure that everything is incorporated. Now, I do very little coloring with this particular bar, and I make sure that I don't have too much when it comes to it. Add a little bit more in. All right. Now we got the right amount of oatmeal in because I made a rookie mistake. Even though I'm not a rookie, but I made a rookie mistake. I used the wrong measurement. Usually it's 4 tablespoons of oatmeal, but I did 4 teaspoons, so it should equal out evenly. And the colorants that I'm using, it is matte gold from Mad Micas and combination of golden Buddha from Mad Micas as well too. It kind of gives off that honey color, not too much, because this particular recipe is going to make 18 bars of soap. Now, that's one thing about me is that I make my soap in small batches. I don't do any big batches because it's just me doing this, and I do have to pace myself. So, to pretty much probably answer a question that many people want to ask, like, is this a fresh bar of soap? Usually the bars that I sell, they only sit up in my inventory for less than 3 months, and they're sold, and I'm pretty much making more. I do not have soaps that just sit up for like a year. No, it's sold. So I only make my bars in small batches. And pretty much I like to keep it that way. All right. Then I got everything fully incorporated. Now the lye solution. Now let me break down some science to you. All soap is made with lye and distilled water. Whenever the plant-based oils combine with the water lye solution, it makes soap. It sits for 3 days, and it goes through the saponification process which soap is made. And as you can tell, a little batter is going to form, because you can see the colors, they're going to change. And it takes a while to get the trace. What I've realized is that when it comes to like different honey, it's better to get a local than going to the grocery store, because this particular honey right here, it does not make my soap crack, because sugar will cause a soap volcano. Mainly, I could put it into a mold and it will kind of like rise like a cake, and it will go snap, crackle, and pop. And it will pretty much overflow into the mold because it's like too much sugar. So that's why I put distilled water in it to get all that sugar melted down, and I use 1 teaspoon per pound. And when it comes to the oatmeal, I use 1 tablespoon per pound. I can smell the oatmeal in it right now. But the oils used in this particular recipe: olive oil, coconut oil, rice bran oil, avocado oil, and shea butter. I never got into the cocoa butter into my bars, and I'm kind of glad, because right now the cocoa butter is very high because the demand of it is very high and it was a bad crop. And usually when there's a bad crop of certain raw materials, they raise the price to control everything. All right. Got it to a good consistency. Set a very light trace. Now it is time to pour. Like I said before, guys, any future soap maker that is watching, if you love the recipe, please leave a comment in this live feed or this replay. Now I drop down that recipe. Usually, I pretty much sign up to not do tutorials, but you know, if I'm just to the point like, hey, you know, I could go live on YouTube and make some soap. I'm quite sure someone's gonna watch it. Wait a minute. Let me mix this up before I pour it. All right. Now to finish it off, I am going to add a bit of aesthetic. My infamous bubble wrap to pretty much create that honeycomb effect. And I just get like the bubble wrap from the Dollar Tree and I just place it right on top. And I'm going to let this sit for 3 days. And after 3 days, I will post a cut of this soap on my shorts. Make sure you guys like, leave a comment, share. I don't mind you sharing. Like I said, I do have this particular bar in stock to purchase, yet I have very low inventory. And that is my oatmeal and honey soap. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more live feeds.